Welcome, Royals, to our first online yoga class. So we know that we're not able to be in the Royals room having our weekly yoga classes, but we're super excited to be able to provide you yoga wherever you are. So I'm Chelsea from Near Me Yoga, and we will be providing you some classes that you can take at any time when it's convenient for you, bringing to you a little piece of Scranton. So let's get started. Grab your yoga mat and we'll start in child's pose. So you can start with your knees open. You can sit back onto your heels. You can let your knees come together if that feels better. Just letting yourself close your eyes and check in. So we know that it's a very different time for most of us right now. A challenging time, a stressful time, just a different time, something that is unprecedented. So let's take this time to just relax, to check in, to breathe together. So even though we aren't at the university, we're able to breathe and relax together. Let's allow ourselves to start to walk our hands over towards the right, stretching through our left side body, relaxing our head and our neck, taking a deep breath as we extend through our left fingers a little bit more, staying connected with just the breath as it moves in, stretching and opening through your left side body a little bit deeper. As we slowly walk our hands over towards the left, same thing, breathing through the right side now as we take a deep breath in, long exhale, filling up through your rib cage, coming back through neutral, extending your hands towards the front of your mat, letting your head relax as we take this time to set an intention for maybe your yoga practice, an intention for maybe the world, or maybe it's something a little bit more simple, just letting ourselves breathe in that intention and let it release. Allow yourself to slowly walk your hands back towards your knees, sitting up onto your knees as we tuck our toes and allow ourselves to extend our arms up towards the sky. Bring our hands to heart center as we ground through this. Inhale, reaching up as we gently extend our right arm towards our right heel, extending our left arm back behind us. Slowly coming back up, switching sides as we drop left hand behind us, reaching through our right fingers. Coming back up for a supported camel pose as we take our hands to our low back, pressing our hips forward, let our head fall back. Try to keep your hips in line with your knees. Slowly come up as we sit back onto our heels, stretching through our feet. So make sure all of your toes are tucked underneath you. As we allow ourselves to maybe drop the hands back behind us, which is an option. Maybe your head can fall back, again, an option. Maybe you can involve your thighs, lifting your hips up. Good. Breathing through this, let's drop the hips back down. Walk yourself back forward and gently come into tabletop. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Letting yourself untuck the toes, bringing the feet flat, engaging through your core as we inhale our right arm up towards the sky. Threading the needle, take your right arm through the left hand and knee, drop the right shoulder and temple to the ground. Breathing in and out. Inhale, extend your right arm back to the sky. Switch sides. Extend your left arm up, thread the needle, take the left shoulder and temple to the ground. Slowly lift back up. come back into your tabletop as we move through cat and cow. So gently allow yourself to drop your belly, extend the tailbone, press the chest forward, reach your crown towards the sky for cow pose. As we press the ground away, open through the shoulder blades, squeeze the stomach in. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest, breathe through this. Exhale, curve through the spine. Good. One more set at your own pace. Awesome. Come back through neutral as we drop down onto our forearms. Start to take our left hand behind our right hand in front of our left, and walk our fingers in an opposite direction. Good. We'll slowly come back through neutral and switch. Again, walking your elbows in an opposite direction. Come back through neutral, come back onto your forearms, and gently extend your arms forward, dropping the chest towards the ground. Awesome. Slowly walk your elbows back underneath you. Come back into your tabletop and allow yourself to sit back into child's pose. Extend your arms forward, relax your head and your neck. Taking a deep breath together. Long exhale, remembering that this pose is always available to you in your practice. So anytime you need to just take a breather, find a moment to yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little dizzy. Find your way into child's pose. Even if you do this for the next 30 minutes, you're still doing yoga. So take a deep breath together and long exhale together. Slowly pressing back into downward facing dog as we allow ourselves to just acknowledge how we feel here today. Noticing where we're being supported, noticing where we're tight, noticing where we're relaxed. Take a deep breath and roll the shoulders down the back, extending the tailbone towards the back, and start to pedal through your legs, bending into your right knee, switching, bending into your left knee. Again, let's bend into our right knee, and then our left. Awesome. Come up onto our toes and take a slow walk up to the front of our mats, hanging here in ragdoll as we grab opposite elbows. If it feels good, you could rock left and right, left and right. Relax your arms down to your sides, a little bend in your knees, and take a super slow roll up. Good. Let's allow ourselves to stand in Tadasana as we allow ourselves to ground through our feet, tuck through our tailbone, engage through our core muscles as we allow ourselves to roll our shoulders down the back, extend through the crown of our head. Take a deep breath as we extend our arms up towards the sky, and exhale, take our hands to heart center. Inhale, reach back up, take a slight back bend as we exhale and fold down to our toes. Make sure you bend into the back of the knees to protect your low back. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as we gently plant our palms, press the ground away. Pour the weight into your toes, lift your heels up. Step back to high plank, top of a push-up. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to make sure that your hands are right below your shoulders. You're lifting up through your shoulder blades, your core is engaged, your heels are melting towards the floor, thighs are engaged, and core is zipping in. Take a deep breath together, long exhale together. You got it. Take a deep breath, press the heels forward, chest forward. Exhale, press the heels back. Beautiful. Again, press the heels forward, chest forward, core stays zipped in. Exhale, press the heels back. Last one. Give it your all. Press forward, drop down onto your knees. Let's allow our eyes of our elbows, the creases on our elbows, to face forward. As we bend into our elbows, keep the elbows as close to the body as we can. Lift back up. You got it. Bend into your elbows. Lift back up. Awesome. Feeling that warmth come over your body. Hold it. King Cobra. Knees are down. Elbows are slightly bent, crown of your head extends up towards the sky. Gently press back through child's pose. as we meet back in downward facing dog. So remember that you can always take that alternative for Chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin is also an alternative. So just listen to your body as you allow yourself to breathe into the pose. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Let's come up onto our toes. Bend our knees. Take a big step up to the top of our mats towards our hands. Inhale, half lift. Spine is straight. Exhale, refold. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, refold. Good. Again, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your palms, press the floor away. Step back, nice and controlled, high plank. Core zips in, take a deep breath, spread through the fingers. Inhale, exhale, good. Inhale, press your heels forward, drop down onto your knees, bend into your elbows. Inhale, lift up, King Cobra, elbows slightly bent, knees on the ground. Press back to downward facing dog. Press your hips towards the back. Let's allow ourselves to pedal into our legs, but twisting into the right knee now. So taking that right knee over towards the left. Switch. Again, switch. And switch. Awesome. Slowly relax both heels down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let yourself relax your shoulders. Good. Inhale, let's come up onto our toes, bend our knees, step with our left foot forward now, and then right foot stepping up to meet left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale your arms up to the sky, noticing if the body is starting to warm up. Hands come to heart center. Let's inhale, reach up, interlace your fingers, pointer finger extending to the sky. Reach over towards the right. Come back through neutral, reach over towards the left. Come back through neutral, relax your hands down to your low back. Press your hips forward, let your head fall back. Come back through neutral, allow yourself to reach your arms back up to the sky and fold. Inhale, half lift. Fold, plant your palms, bend your knees. Step or float back. Top of a push-up. Spread the fingers wide, engage through your core. First Chaturanga if that's in your practice. Press your heels forward. Bend your elbows, squeeze them as close to your sides as you can. Inhale, lift up, upward facing. Knees are lifted, crown of the head is extending, arms are straight. Press back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath together. Long exhale. Inhale, step your left foot through center and extend your right foot up towards the sky. Take a deep breath as we lift that right foot as high as we can. Breathing through this, you may still feel super tight in that left leg, and that's normal. So allow yourself to just breathe into it. Inhale, lifting the right leg a little higher. Exhale, melting that left heel towards the ground. Be mindful of your left shoulder. A lot of times it likes to dip to the ground, so try to keep it in line with the right. Balancing out the weight distribution between your hands and your left foot. Let's lift the right foot just a little bit more. Lift up onto your left tippy toes. Pull your right knee into your chest. Squeeze it in. Pause. Look forward. Step your right foot towards the front of your mat. As you take a look back and make sure you're not in a tightrope here. So step the left foot out a little bit to find your balance so you're kind of on train tracks here instead of in a tightrope. As you extend your arms up towards the sky for our first high lunge. Making sure that front knee is right above your ankle. Arms extending, slight internal rotation here. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Good. One more. Reach. Extend forward. Hands coming down, framing the front foot. Press the ground away. Lift the left foot up and up to meet your right. Inhale, half lift. Refold. Arms up. Reach up. Heart center. Back up. And fold. half lift, refold. Again, you can float, step through Chaturanga or any other variation of Chaturanga that you'd like to take. Let's all meet back in downward facing dog as we take a deep breath together. Long exhale. Awesome. So step your right foot to the center of your mat and extend your left foot up towards the sky. Breathe through this. Again, we're allowing ourselves to open up through the right leg, lifting the left foot with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, melting that right heel a little closer to the ground. Be mindful of the right shoulder. Make sure it's in line with the left. Take a deep breath, lift the left toes a little higher. Taking a deep breath, come up onto your right tippy toes, lift that left leg a little bit more. Hold the knee in, pause. Step the foot through the hands. Take your time, we're opening up our stance, so we're not walking on a straight line. Extending our arms up towards the sky, drop our shoulders down the back. Slight internal rotation here in our arms. Front knee right above your ankle. Awesome, let's take one more breath as we reach forward. Take our hands to frame the front foot. Lift the right foot up, step it up to meet the left. Inhale to a half lift. Refold as we heel toe our feet hip distance apart. So 2 fist widths, super important here. As we allow ourselves to extend the heart towards the ground. That may mean bending into your knees a little bit, which is okay, especially if you can't reach for your feet. So there's a couple options. So if you're still super far from your feet, take your hands to your calves. Maybe you could take your peace fingers around your big toes. Okay, that's awesome. So maybe you could start to pull into this if that feels okay. Another option is to take your hands underneath your feet. All of these alternatives will give you the same result. So just letting yourself breathe into it. If you're super tight in the back of your legs, allow yourself to bend your knees and extend through the tailbone. Let's take a deep breath. If you're super flexible here, you can start to straighten the legs and use your arms as you bend your elbows in an opposite direction to bring the chest closer to the ground. Awesome. Slowly release your hands from your feet. Come into a half lift again. Weight distributes into your toes. Exhale, refold. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Good. Reach back up, take a slight back bend. Exhale, refold, bend into your knees, awkward chair pose. Take your hands to heart center and let's twist over to the right. Good. Breathe through this. This is a great place to be, connecting left elbow with the outside of the knee if that's accessible. You can open through your arms to deepen into this. Bring your hands back through heart center. Let's twist to the left. Good. If you opened your arms on the other side, make those adjustments now. Awesome. Come back through neutral. Gently refold. Inhale, half lift. Refold. Let's reach our arms back up to the sky. Hands come to heart center. Reach back up, take a slight back bend. Exhale, awkward chair pose again. Sink into it, extend your heart towards the sky. This time, let's allow our weight to distribute into our right foot, lifting our left foot up. Good, let's bring our hands to heart center, drop our shoulders, start to extend our left foot back behind us for warrior 3 variation. Toes facing down towards the ground, engage through this. Let's step the foot nice and slow onto your mat. Extend your arms up when you have your balance and open up for warrior 2 pose. So warrior 2, heel to heel or heel to the middle of the back foot. Our shoulders are stacking over our hips, front knee over our ankle, pressing towards the pinky toe. Reaching through the crown of our head, bringing our hips underneath us. Zip the core muscles in, reach through your fingers. You got it. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Flip the front palm and reverse back behind you. Good, let's straighten through the front leg. reach forward. You might need to heel toe that back foot in if your stance is super wide. As you reach forward, dropping the right hand to the inside of your right leg, extending your left arm up towards the sky for Trikhenasana, triangle pose. So you can look towards your foot, in front of you, or up towards the sky. Each of these are perfect. It just depends on what feels okay for your neck. So let's take a deep breath in. Use your core and obliques and lift yourself back up. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. Adjust your toes inward so you're protecting your knees as you hinge forward and then gently hinge towards the floor. Your hands can come in front of your face. They can come to your ankles or they can reach through your legs. Awesome. Take your hands back in front of your face. Take your hands to your hips. Lift up to stand, head being the last thing to come up. Good. If a back bend here feels good, hands can come to the low back. Press your hips forward, open through your heart. Awesome. Come back through neutral. Find your way back to your warrior two pose. Reach through your fingers, open your stance wide again. Squeeze through your heels. Only 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take our hands down, framing the front foot, press the ground away. Let's step our right foot back. Option 1, 3-leg chaturanga, 2, regular chaturanga, or skip the chaturanga. Maybe come through that variation we worked on at the beginning. Inhale, upward facing, and then exhale, press back, and we'll all meet back in downward facing. Let's allow our hands to ground, our feet to ground. Allow yourself to make sure that pointer finger is extending towards the mat here. Taking a deep breath in. Long exhale. Good. Inhale, let's come up onto our toes, bend our knees, float forward if that's in your practice. Inhale, half lift, and refold. Inhale, our arms up to the sky. Hands come to heart center. Reach back up, take a slight back bend. And exhale, refold, bend into your knees, awkward chair pose. Breathe through this. Let's allow ourselves to start to pour the weight now into our right foot, lifting our left knee up. Breathing through this. Take your hands to heart center as we start to shift into warrior 3 on this pose. As we allow ourselves to flex the foot, toes facing down towards the ground, engaging through this. You got it. Nice and slow. Let's step the foot back and open up for warrior 2. Take a deep breath in. As we allow ourselves to take a deep breath, flip the front palm, reverse back behind us. Good. With control, let's take the hands down, framing the front foot, pressing the floor away from you. Lift your right foot up, extend it up to the sky. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Inhale, bend the right knee, open the hip. And with control, let's pull the knee in, step it up, left foot steps up to meet right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Reach back up, take a slight back bend. And exhale, refold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Refold, awkward chair pose, sink into your hips. Allow yourself to breathe through this. We're coming into the other side now. So allow yourself to pour the weight into your left foot, pulling the right knee in. You got it. Breathe through this. Awesome. Hands come to heart center. With control, we're coming into our warrior 3 again. Breathing into it. Perfect. With control. Step the foot down. When you have your balance, let's open up to our warrior 2. Breathing through this, front knee above your ankle, pressing the knee open, tuck through the tailbone. One side feels completely different than the other, and that's normal. Back leg is straight, heels squeezing towards one another, core zipping in, shoulders stacking over the hips. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale, drop the shoulders down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Let's flip the front palm, reverse back behind us, stretch through your side body. Let's straighten through the left leg, extend yourself forward. Dropping the hand down, coming into Trikhenasana. If you did on the other side, you may need to heel toe that back foot in a little bit, but that's only an option. Looking towards your hand, looking in front of you, or down to the ground, whatever feels best for your neck. Awesome, with control. Let's allow ourselves to use our obliques. Lift yourself back up. This time we're coming into goddess pose. So taking your hands to your hips, allow your heels to come inward, tailbone underneath us, bending into our knees, pressing our knees towards our pinky toes. Core zips in, crown of the head extends up. You could bend your elbows into a goalpost, maybe taking a mudra with your hands as you reach through the crown and sink into your hips. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. One more. Perfect. With control, let's slowly straighten through our arms, reach through our fingers, star pose. Find your way back to your warrior two. Good. Tucking through the tailbone, front knee right above your ankle, arms extend, shoulders drop, core zips in. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the heels towards one another. Last one. Beautiful. Let's take the hands down. Frame the front foot. Prepare, lift the back heel, press the ground away. Step the left foot back. So remember, either it's that 3-leg chaturanga, regular, or skip it. Inhale, upward facing, foot stays lifted. If you chose to do that, exhale, left leg lifts up, and then gently we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath together. And open our mouth, let it all go. Good. Inhale. Exhale, perfect. Good. Inhale, let's come up onto our toes, bend our knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach back up, take a slight back bend. Exhale, refold. Awkward chair pose. Sink into it. Extend your arms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Core zips in. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Again, allow yourself to pull the right knee into your chest. Beautiful. With control. Bring the hands to heart center as the leg extends back behind you. Flexing the foot, toes facing down towards your mat. Take a deep breath. Step the foot back. Open up. Warrior two. You got it. Take an inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Last one. Let's flip the front palm. Reverse back behind you. Gently take the hands down, framing the front foot. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to step right foot up to meet the left. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale. Refold. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. As we allow ourselves to breathe into this, core zips in, taking this time to find a focal point. So your drishti in yoga, something in front of you that isn't moving. As we allow ourselves to pour the weight into our left foot, we're just coming into a simple tree pose. So for just a basic version, you could bring your foot onto your calf, opening the knee up. Or you could reach down, lift your right foot up above your left knee, so nowhere near the knee. As you extend your crown up towards the sky, maybe your arms can extend to the sky. Hands come back to heart center as we switch sides. Take the right knee in, shake it out, switch to the left. So find that focal point, something in front of you that isn't moving. Take the left sole of the foot onto your calf, which is a great place to be. So if you have your balance here, stay here. If you went further, reach down, lift the foot above the knee. Find your balance. Maybe you can extend your arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And slowly bring that left knee in and lower it down. Let's inhale, reaching our arms up towards the sky. Take a little back bend, and then exhale as we refold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale. Let's refold as we plant our hands, bend our knees, and walk our feet to the outsides of our mat. As we drop our hips down towards the ground for yogi squat, elbows come into the inside of our knees, crown of our head extends up towards the sky. trying to create a straight line with the spine here as our crown extends towards the sky, tailbone underneath us, pressing our knees open, taking a deep breath in, long exhale, awesome. Gently from here, let's allow our hands to come down, lift our hips slightly up, and step left foot towards the back of your mat. Walk your hands to the inside of your right foot for lizard pose. So you have a couple options here. So first, if you are staying up onto your hands, be mindful not to pour all the weight into your wrists. So press the ground away, engage through your legs and your core, and stay here. Great place to be. If you'd like to go further, you can drop down onto the back knee, or you can allow yourself to come down onto your elbows. Again, any of these options are perfect, so just do what feels best. Good, let's slowly start to come up onto our palms. Extend our right arm up towards the sky. Take our right hand down, heel toe the right foot through center. Tuck the left toes, lift the back leg, step left foot up to meet right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, heart center. Reach back up, take a slight back bend, and refold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold, plant your hands and step your feet to the outside of your mat again. Drop the hips down, bring the elbows to the inside of the knees, breathing through this. So if crow pose is in your practice, you're welcome to start to shift into that now. A couple options. First one is with the knees on the outside of the elbows and really allowing yourself to squeeze your knees in and allow the elbows to squeeze towards one another, maybe letting the feet lift. Another alternative is taking the knees onto your triceps. So of course, there's no one there to make sure that you're doing this right. So be mindful of what you're doing. Bring your weight forward, make sure you look forward, and just today, unless it's in your practice, look forward and lift left toes up, lower them back down, lift right toes up, lower them back down. Beautiful. Good. Shift yourself back. Keep your hips slightly lifted as we shift into our lizard pose on this side. So we're stepping our right foot towards the back of our mat. Taking your hands to the inside of your left foot. Palms in line with the heel. This is a great place to be. If you stayed here, stay where you're at. If you went further, lower the back knee down. Great place to be. Maybe lowering down onto your elbows. Whatever works for you, whatever you did on the other side. Good, with control, let's slowly start to come up onto our palms. Extending our left arm up towards the sky. Taking our left hand to frame the left foot, heel toe the foot through center as we lift our right leg, and step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, half lift, refold. Inhale your arms up to the sky, take all that energy to your heart as we take our hands to heart center. Reach back up, take a slight back bend, and exhale, refold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, bend your knees, step or float for our last Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing if you took Chaturanga, and exhale, press back, downward facing. Take a deep breath together as we allow ourselves to melt down into our child's pose, sitting back onto our heels. Let's gently walk our hands towards our knees. Shift ourselves into Dandasana staff pose. Extending our legs out, scoot yourself to the middle of your mat. Good, breathe through this, extend your arms up towards the sky. And fold. Extend the heart towards the front of your feet. Allow your shoulders to drop down. Relax your head and your neck. Start to peel yourself away from your legs. Bending into your knees, taking your hands behind you, lifting your hips up, reverse tabletop, let your head fall back. Slowly lower your hips down, lower down onto your elbows. Maybe take your hands underneath your hips for fish pose as we lift our heart towards the sky, reach our crown towards the mat. You could stay here or you can straighten the legs out. Slowly remove the hands from underneath your hips and allow yourself to come flat onto the mat, extending your arms behind you, reaching through your fingers. Taking the right knee into your chest and interlace the fingers around the knee. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm out to your side and twist to the left. Maybe the right knee can melt towards the floor, maybe not. Perfect. Come back through neutral, take the right knee in, rock it out a little bit, release any tension and switch sides. So let's take that left knee into the chest and then gently allow yourself to take the right hand and move the left knee over to the right for a twist. Looking towards your left hand if that feels okay. Come back through neutral, take the left knee in, rock it out a little bit as we gently take both knees in and extend both legs up towards the sky for legs up the wall. Flexing your feet, hands down by your sides, breathing through this, allowing yourself to flex your feet, point your feet, work through your ankles. Good. Switch directions as we close our eyes and start to internally connect with our breath and with our heartbeat. Let's point our toes and slowly lower our legs down to the ground. Halfway there. Bringing our feet about 6 inches above the mat, holding there. Reaching our hands towards our feet, open our feet as wide as our mat. Drop down into Shavasana. Let your arms come out to your sides. Let your eyes close. Let your feet rock a few times in towards one another and away from one another. Tuck our shoulders underneath our chest. Let our face and jaw relax as we take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Letting yourself become heavy and light at the same time. Noticing each breath in and each breath out. Letting all of your muscles relax as you take a scan from your feet up to the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. Pause and let it all go. Allow yourself to slowly wake up your feet, wake up your hands. Rock your head, waking your head up, bending your knees. Rolling to one side, using your arm as a pillow. Gently pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Letting yourself keep your eyes closed as we take a deep breath, sitting tall, and long exhale as we take our hands to our heart and fold, remembering that each time we practice yoga, we're not just here for ourselves. We're here to be a positive white light to the world. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me, and namaste. Thank you, Royals, for taking this class with me. On behalf of the University of Scranton and the CHU program, I'm super excited to bring you these virtual classes. My name is Chelsea Manganero, owner of Near Me Yoga, and I look forward to the next time that we can practice together.